Or let's deal with the last part of this problem. F, describe the reaction times of the slowest one-third of all drivers. Well, this one we have to really kind of think about a little bit, because what does the slowest one-third mean? Well, for one thing, the fastest drivers, the fastest reaction time are the ones with the lower numbers here. So the slower reaction times are over this way, and I want to deal with the reaction times of the slowest one-third. Well, I'm going to guess that the slowest one-third is, well, it's certainly to the right of the mean, because the middle one-third would have been right at 50%. So I'm going to guess it's somewhere in here, and that I want to find out that one-third is about, well, it's 33%. So I want to find out what is the reaction time cutoff point for the slowest one-third, which would be this group right here. You can kind of see the slowest in terms of the third standard deviation would be a little over 2 seconds. And the fastest reaction time is over here at 0.96. You have to listen to the question pretty carefully. This is the slowest. The slower part is to the right here. So if 33% of the people are to the right here, that means that when I'm looking for percentile, I'm always looking from the line that I'm looking at to the left. So this would be my 67th percentile. So my 67th percentile is going to represent my slowest one-third. Well, what's the z-score for a 67th percentile? If I know my percentile, I can use inverse norm to find the z-score. Let's call it the calculator. Let's clear out the screen. And let's go second vars inverse normal 0.67. That's a z-score of, well, about 0.44. So z equals 0.44. Well, let's go to our normal formula. Z equals y minus mu over standard deviation. So I have, go over to this side here, 0.44 is equal to y, which is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the cutoff, the reaction time that defines the slowest one-third, minus 1.5, which is my mu, which hasn't changed, divided by 0.18. Let's do our math now. Multiply this side by 0.18 and multiply this side by 0.18. So I'm going to get 0.18 times 0.44. That's equal to, over here I'm going to have 0.0792. That's good. I'm going to cancel out my denominator here. Y minus 1.5. So let's add 1.5 to both sides. I'm going to add to that 1.5. So it looks about 1.58. So our cutoff point for the slowest one-third is 1.58. And that's the answer. Again, the most difficult thing about this problem is understanding what they're asking for. They're saying the slowest one-third. So I had to look at my things and remember that these are my faster people and these are my slower people. So if I want 1/3 of the slower people, that's going to be 33% of this side of the curve. which means that I'm at the 67th percentile. So that's the hardest part of this problem, is to understand what the percentile is.